back then you wasn't ready for this kind of sensation. Well, I was on your bus, but I was in the back. I wore a unicorn shirt, but now I dress in black. Now I'm twice as good looking. I got all the kitty I need. I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll.
You're so annoying.
You know what you are? You're annoying.
Well, hello.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Quarantine Sunday. This is episode 12. And so glad I can be playing for you guys in the way that I can, which is this virtual show. The show is now pre-recorded a couple days before Sunday, but it goes out live every Sunday at 1 p.m. And I'm also on the comment board on Facebook at 1 p.m. with you guys watching, so I'll be there for your comments. If you have song requests that you want to see in future episodes, or you just want to say hi, ask me a question, I'll be there for you for that. And then the show gets re-aired a few times on Sunday and Monday for people that miss that time slot. And then it goes away, and then you won't see it unless you're a Patreon supporter, in which case my subscribers get all the archive shows from the past quarantine shows, and you can watch them anytime you want. But other than that, they go away generally after about 24 hours. And I will say lastly, if you can donate, there's a virtual tip jar embedded in the bottom of this video. You'll see it. And also it's in the Facebook description of the video. And if you're watching on my website, it'll be a button that's like, I have to do this with my hands to shape the button with my hands. I don't know. You'll see it on the bottom right of the screen if you're watching on my website. So there's multiple ways you can watch the show. All right, that said, let us rock out. First song I'm going to do is a song called I Won't Run. It's going to be on the next record that comes out. And let's do this.
I could get used to Texas, get a job, go work for your dad. I know he's not a drunk, he just makes the wine look bad. You hit my solar plexus, where on my guitar, my 135. You can hang me by the strings, but I'm never gonna leave your side. Well, don't you go thinking that I was ever lying. I might be a fool, but I ain't dumb. Do you remember when your old wood left you crying? I said I won't break your heart, and I won't run. My face is only for mothers, but I age better than wood, and I got the right hands, baby, they work so good. I know that man left you broken, and the scar he put on your lip is staring back at you. And if you ever need to jump this ship, well, don't you go thinking that I was ever lying. I said I might be a fool, but I ain't dumb. I said I won't break your heart and I won't run. Baby, I won't run. Baby, I won't run. Baby, I won't run. Baby, I won't run. I said I won't break your heart and I won't run. Baby, I won't run. Baby, I won't run. Baby, I won't run. Baby, I won't run. I said I won't break your heart and I won't run. The stars were tripping on a Tuesday night. I didn't know that it was cold. I got so high that the seasons changed. I watched the silver turn to gold. I drank my life, I was chasing it down. It didn't have no place to go. I should have known I woke the devil up. I should have heard the engine groan. The road was shaking but my hands were still. The lights were dancing on their own. I lit the dash, I took my sunglasses off. I like to see that neon glow. Member of the school at the Skyler Park, trading in our stories for the dark, in our heads, in our own way. Remember Megan with her makeup off. She made us dream, she got us off. It was good that she moved away. I took a ride onto Maple Hill. Somebody laughing in the wind. I should have felt the rain on my left hand. I should have heard the devil grin. Lightning came from the other side. I could feel the steel explode. The sound of thunder covered up my eyes. An angel screaming in my nose. The moon was raining down broken glass. The sky was covered up in blood. I didn't know I left the radio on until I heard it singing from the mob. And I saw him standing round this little boy, pale blue skin in his corduroy, pumping his life, they were holding on. Then I heard the walls as they began to weep. His naked body had gone to sleep. I saw an old woman hit the floor. God. I didn't hear nothing at all. It was the sunset like I've never seen. I could almost see the end. I tried to reach it, but I blew it away. Then it all turned black again. And I was a runner more than half my life. I was a track star back in 95. I was full, almost a man. And I had a girl from back before I died. The peel were off from my wounded side. I could feel her empty hands.
All right, so this next song is a song called You Don't Have to Worry. This one is not out on any record that I have, and it's not going to be coming out on this next one. But I will release it. I think it might be like a single or something like that. And it's got some different sounds happening on it than normal. For one thing, I use this dollar in the pen thing. Weave that through the strings like this. Okay, like that. And then I also use a guitar pedal called a pitchfork, which is pretty cool. When you just use the pitchfork alone, it sounds a little bit like churchy. Kind of sounds like an organ a little bit. But when you do this dollar and pen thing, put on the pitchfork, kind of sounds like a steel drum. Right? All right, so let's do this. This is, You Don't Have to Worry.
About me looking the other way. You got the only hazel eyes that'll make me wanna stay. I know how to get you sticky, you know how to get me stuck. The world just makes me sleepy, but my baby, you wake me up, you wake me up. I can't believe you're here with me now. I gotta think it's luck. You feed me like a chicken hawk. Well, you know I'm just a duck. Oh, we don't have to get married. We don't have to seal the deal. Long as you put your hands on me, you're gonna know just how I feel, just how I feel. Well, I'm gonna put my money on us. Gonna put my money on us tonight, baby. All right. Well, I'm gonna put my money on us. Gonna put my money on us tonight, baby. No, no. Oh, we're all gonna fall. It's not early for my love. You don't have to worry. I feel like a kid again, just walking around all stoned. Hey, what time you coming home to me now? When you gonna dump my bones? Roll me in the washer, hang me on the line. Just linger in my head, just like the wettest glass of wine, glass of wine. I'm gonna put my money on us, gonna put my money on us tonight, baby. All right. I'm gonna put my money on us, gonna put my money on us tonight, baby. All right. Oh, we all gonna fall. It's not good for my love, you don't have to worry. Oh, we all gonna fall. It's not good for my love, you don't have to worry.
right, this next song is called Desiree. I use for those guitar players out there, I use a MXR phase pedal on this, phase 90. Give it a kind of a wailing sound, if you know what I mean. So a little bit about Desiree. What can I tell you about Desiree? Well, that's Lenny the cat. You probably can't hear that, but he's going nuts on this toy that I got him. He's chewing my wires, which I gotta do something about that. But he's having a grand old time every time I set up for a show. Desiree, I think I had an Amy Winehouse song in my head at the time. That song Valerie, and that kind of vibe. I was just like playing that over and over in my head. It was very, very, very catchy, you know. And I think that was going on when I wrote the song Desiree. We also shot a video for Desiree, which never aired, thank God, because it was so stupid. It didn't work. We had hired some people to shoot this animation, which it just didn't happen. It wasn't working out. But I didn't see the video until the very end when I had to submit it to the label that I was on, and we were supposed to be putting this out. So it was like the timing was really bad, and I was anticipating that the video would work, and it didn't. It was just silly. So I asked my friend Troy, we worked together a lot still working together on songs. He's an engineer and producer, and but he also does film stuff. And so I asked him, I said, like, you know, what do you think we could do here? And so we came up with this idea that we would go to the fair and shoot a day of just me being at the fair on rides. And that sounds stupid, and it was, but the point is that I hate fairs. I hate everything about them. I used to like them when I was a kid, but I don't like them. I don't like rides. I really don't. I think they're kind of pointless, and especially when you're talking about fair rides and they look like they're put together with junkyard parts and they're going to fall apart. You know, when you're on one of those swings, the belt's going to snap off and, you know, somebody's going down. But anyways, it's not my idea of a good time, you know. All the cheap prizes that you win and cotton candy stuck to your face. No thanks. I think I come up with some other cool. I'll go walk in the woods or go camping or something. But we thought it'd be fun to go and shoot me on the rides, hating the experience, and that's what we did. Ended up doing that for Desiree, and you know, it's kind of silly, but it works in a way for what it was. Definitely better than the first video we had. So, anyways, here you go. This is Desiree. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, I know it won't be long. We'll sing another song, but I can't remember now. And you've broken every tie, and I've swallowed every lie, but I can't remember how. Well, my life went down the wishing well. In my head, I said, I wish you well. But from my tongue I said, no, Desiree, do not go away. Desiree, do not go away. No. Well, I know I must be right. You've stolen all the light. You're a killer in a car, and I cannot understand
For my love you give me a sign and a rope to hang me on. Oh, my life went down the wishing well. In my head I said I wish you well, but from my tongue I said now there's a ray. Do not go away. I said there's a ray. Oh, yeah. Do not go away. I said there's a ray. Oh, do not go away. All right. I can't listen to the people who tell me I am blind. I can't look up to the steeple and pray I see the light. I can't take another needle, I can't knock off in the night. So you can take this thing away so I won't have a need to say, come on now, there's a ray. Oh, baby, do not go away. I said, baby, 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 do not go away. All right, I said there's a ray. Do not go away. All right. Said every night, I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna make it better. Said every night, I'm gonna make it better. Oh, babe, there's a ray. Do not go away. Oh, baby, 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 do not go away. Oh, said there's a ray. All right, so how are you guys doing out there? I hope everybody's New Year's was okay. You know, it's like a first for everything now. So the first time we've experienced, you know, holidays like this, you know, where we're all holed up and missing family members, you know, of course. And this New Year's Eve was just me and Jack, and we had a blast though. We you know, between the snacks, the video games, and the movies, and just hanging with each other, telling stories, and playing Scrabble. Getting my ass kicked in Scrabble by a 9-year-old is not fun, you know. But, and of course there's Lenny the cat. Let me get Lenny. Lenny, come here. You got to see everybody. He's already grown. In a week, he's grown. Look at this guy. He just... You know what's important is that he loves The Mandalorian. We just we've been binge watching that, you know, and he's clearly a fan. And I find myself going through this like weird wormhole with The Mandalorian. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. How, you know, Boba Fett is not a Mandalorian. He's wearing the armor of a Mandalorian. And I actually did a Wikipedia on this, you know, to see what's up with that. Because, man, it bothered me. He wasn't a real Mandalorian. And then I asked myself, Sean, what the fuck are you doing? It's not real. None of it's real. It's Star Wars. Right, Lenny? Come back to reality. So, anyways, all right. You go play. What's next on the agenda? Okay, for this next song... I'm actually going to do two versions of it. It's a Bob Dylan song. It's called Tomorrow's a Long Time. It's one of my favorite songs of his, but it's not out on, at least I don't think it's out on it's not a standard recording from one of his albums. It's on a best of. It's on like that part 1 and part 2 album that came out in the 70s sometime, or the 60s maybe.
That it's on there. It's called Tomorrow's a Long Time. It's a live version of the song, and it's incredible. It's so beautiful. So I covered that one, but I also, over the years of playing this song, I also came up with a completely new version of that song that kind of changes the vibe of it a lot. And I'm not sure which one is better. I kind of like, I don't know, I like them both, and depending on my mood, I play one or the other during my sets, but I'm going to play them both for you. This is, first one I'm going to play is the closer to the original version of it. And then I'll play the other one right after it, okay? Beautiful song. If today was not a crooked highway, if tonight was not a crooked trail, if tomorrow wasn't such a long time, then lonesome would mean nothing to you at all. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting. Yes, and only if I could hear her heart softly pounding. Yes, and only if she was lying by me. Then I'd lie in my bed once again. I can see my reflection in the water. I can make the sounds to show no pain. I can hear the echoes of my footsteps. I can remember the sounds of my own name. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting. Yes, and only if I can hear her heart softly pounding. Yes, and only if she was lying by me. Then I'd lie in my bed once again. Oh, there's beauty in that silver singing river. Ah, there's beauty in that rainbow in the sky. But none of these, nothing else can touch the beauty that I remember in my true love's eyes. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting. Yes, and only if I can hear her heart softly pounding. Yes, and only if she was lying by me. Then I'd lie in my bed. Said I'd lie in my bed. Said I'd lie in my bed once again. All right, so this is the alternate version of Tomorrow's a Long Time. I play it up here. If today was not a crooked highway,
if tonight was not a crooked trail. If tomorrow wasn't such a long time, well then lonesome would mean nothing to you at all. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting. Yes, and only if I can hear her heart softly pounding. Yes, and only if she was lying by me, then I'd lie in my bed, oh, once again. I can see my reflection in the water. I can make the sounds to show no pain. I can hear the echoes of my footsteps. I can remember the sounds of my own name. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting. Yes, and only if I could hear her heart softly pounding. Yes, and only if she was lying by me, then I'd lie in my bed, oh, once again. Now there's beauty in that silver singing river. Now there's beauty in that rainbow in the sky. And none of these and nothing else could touch the beauty that I remember in my true love's eyes. Oh yes, and only if my own true love was waiting. Yes, and only if I could hear her heart softly pounding. Yes, and only if she was lying by me, then I'd lie in my bed. I said I'd lie in my bed. I said I'd lie in my bed once again.
For this next one, this is called Girl Like You. This is written by Edwin Collins. Really cool song. And goes like this.
I never met a girl like you before. Just like in a song from days of yore. Now you come knocking, knocking at my door. I never met a girl like you before. You give me just a taste and I want more. My hands are bleeding and my knees are raw. Now you come knocking, knocking at my door. I never met a girl like you before. Acknowledge the devil in me. I hope to God I'm talking allegorically. You know, I'm talking metaphorically. No, I'm just talking about the way I feel. Because I never met a girl like you before. I never I never met a girl like you before. This old town's changed so much. I don't feel where I belong. Too many protest singers, not enough protest songs. And you come along, you come along, you come along, you come along, yeah. That's alright. Yes, 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 alright. Because I never met a girl like you before.
Now, this song goes back to one of my favorite records by U2 called The Joshua Tree. And it's one of my favorite records of all time, actually. And I did not like it when it first came out. I hated it. In fact, I was just a kid. I was maybe 11, maybe 12, maybe a little younger. But I remember thinking this is like adult music or something, you know. I was not into that kind of thing. I didn't understand it at all. And then when I got older, of course, in my later teens and early 20s, it really hit me as a record that sort of transports you. You know, if you're a fan of U2 now, that said, I really don't get into their older, you know, their later stuff, their the albums that came after that one. Not so much. There's a few songs here and there, but really, it was the earlier stuff that really drew me in. And the whole record from start to finish is one of those like transportive things for me. You know, I could listen to the whole thing and it really takes me somewhere. I love that when music can do that. You know, and this is one of those songs. It's called With or Without You. And I'm going to try it right here. All right, here we go.
See the stone set in your eye, see the thorn twist in your side, and I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait, and I'll wait for you. With or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore. You give it all, but I want more. And I'm waiting for you. With or without you, with or without you, I can't live. With or without you, and you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. My hands are tied, my body blue, she got me with nothing to win and nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, with or without you, I can't live. Oh, with or without you, all right.
All right, folks. Well, I think it's now time in the set where I like to take a little break and go into this new segment that I like to call
YouTube comments from excited people.
Now, these are people that have watched my YouTube videos and really got excited and wanted to comment about them. I found them to be very interesting, and not that all the other comments weren't. There were some really heartfelt comments that I read and I really appreciate. But these were just ones that jumped out at me, and I thought they'd be appropriate for this bit here. So, caveat here, there is some cussing in here. Not my words, but the words of these YouTubers. So if you have small children, you don't want them to hear, earmuffs or, tell them to leave for a minute or so. Okay, so let's do this. There's a YouTube video I have of a AC/DC song called Long Way to the Top. If you want to rock and roll, you can check it out. It's on YouTube. And I've gotten a lot of comments on there. They've all been pretty positive. But All Day Daydreamer says 1 month ago about my version of AC/DC's Long Way to the Top, if you want to rock and roll. A white dude singing the blues and mangling one of the greatest rock and roll fucking songs ever. What I want to know is he going to get a bagpipe out of his busted looking Willie Nelson Traeger ripoff of a guitar? You guys need to stop it. Seriously. I did comment back. I usually don't comment back, but I did comment back to All Day Daydreamer. And I said, hey, just so you know, AC/DC is a bunch of white dudes playing the blues. Just so you know. That's where they got their stuff from. The blues. All Day Daydreamer wrote back, angrily, typing, viciously. I kind of think he's like in that, Jack Nicholson, The Shining, typing this when he's doing it. He's like, Sean Rao, wrong. They are rock gods. This is a cookie cutter peasant. Peasant? Cookie cutter peasant? Or did you mean, when you said peasant, did you mean passant? Because if you look in the Urban Dictionary for passant, you will see number 1, a visionary genius. Number 2 is a shy but creative, secretly outgoing person. I might be 2. At least 2. Wow. Okay, how about I'll Follow Your Trail? That's a requested song I get a lot. I did a video for I'll Follow Your Trail. It's a simple video of me walking through the woods back behind my house, and very simply done. I don't like videos too much, some storyline there. I like simple, so that's what that was. Well, Benjamin White, W-I-G-H-T, so maybe it's Wit. I don't know. Benjamin Witt or White says 3 weeks ago, sorry, Benjamin, if I get that wrong. When he started humming at the end, I'm assuming, whistling, I don't know what to call it, but my dogs started howling like wolves. They have never once done that. Well, Benjamin, my songs can affect pets in ways that you would not believe. There are a certain track, I'm not going to tell you which one, but there's a certain track. If you do play it backwards, if you have a rabbit or a hamster, sometimes it works with the I'm not sure what they're called, the excessively furry hamsters. They will wake up through the middle of the night, lift up the cage thing. They'll come out and make themselves a sandwich. Totally eyes closed and all that. And then go back to their business after they're done. I don't know what it is, but certain songs do that. Also on I'll Follow Your Trail, Sailing SV Swirl. Interesting name. 3 weeks ago says, this is an incredibly cute song. Now imagine how cute it'd be if it were actually about a snail in love with another snail. Sailing SV Swirl, that is really interesting and also disgusting. Thank you. Mark B on I'll Follow Your Trail video writes 4 weeks ago, who the fuck would dislike this? Mark, we are not to judge. We don't know these things. We don't know. The world is a big place. Many things are liked and disliked by people of all walks of life. And it's a mystery why we gravitate to the things we do and why we shun the things that are spectacular. Okay. I'll Follow Your Trail. Also, Mark Thomas Music. Mark Thomas Music, clearly another musician, 1 month ago says, probably the nicest guy ever, but dude looks like he won't hesitate to pull a hatchet from out of nowhere if you disrespect his guitar. JBlue31 says this 6 months ago about I'll Follow Your Trail video. Mr. Rogers killed a bear and became Sean Rao. Well, J Blue 31, I'll tell you what. I love bears. But I love Mr. Rogers even more. So that is an accurate statement. MS 7 months ago says, and I have to act this one out a little bit because you'll understand why. MS 7 months ago says, why would anyone ever bother to thumbs down this pretty piece? ... Well, this is for you. Thank you, MS. I appreciate your enthusiasm and your anger. All right, so I'm not even sure how to pronounce this. It's written in, I think, Greek lettering or something, but Legio XC2, Roman numerals maybe or something, Corvus. Not sure how to pronounce the rest of it. Sorry, my friend. 8 months ago says if Sylvester Stallone was a folk musician.
Hey, I love folk, but sometimes folk can get boring, You're standing up there with like an acoustic guitar, That's why I try to change it up a bit, I try to introduce pedals, different sounds, because we're turning into like different musicians now. Folk is not what it used to be. We can't do it no more.
So yeah, I think you're right about that. All right, let's get back to work. All right, this next song is just kind of a mess around with what I call a mess around, which is really when you leave bits of this song out, don't memorize the whole thing. It's called a mess around, officially called a mess around, with this Ray Charles song, What I Say. And I use an open tuning for it and a little bit of slide action here. What I Say, let's do it.
Diamond ring. Come on, baby, don't you shake that thing, yeah. Tell me what I say. You tell me what I say, yeah. You tell me what I say right now. I tell you, mama, I tell you, pa, I'm gonna see you back to Arkansas, yeah. You tell me what I say, you tell me what I say. Oh, you tell me what I say right now. She know how to shake that thing. Come on, baby, with the diamond ring, yeah. Tell me what I say. Tell me what I say right now. Tell me what I say. Ooh, tell your mom, tell your pop, I'm gonna see you back at Arkansas, yeah. You tell me what I say, yeah. Tell me what I say. Oh, tell me what I say right now.
Okay, so this next song is a track that's going to come out on my next album, a song called Toast.
We're cooked, we're toast, cut by my clothes, so warm down south. I kiss your mouth. How can I describe the weather? It's never gonna reach your ears, so I better touch than try to tell you how to read the atmosphere. We're cooked, we're toast, cut by my clothes, so warm down south. I kiss your mouth. I don't think I can take a shower. Maybe in another year I could smell you in the morning hours. From all the work we've done in here, I know you feel me. Oh, well, words don't reveal me. Oh, climbing the ceiling. Oh, I know you feel me. I let you fall and give you it all. I know you feel me. Oh, I know you feel me. We're cooked, we're toast, goodbye. Our clothes so warm down south. I kiss your mouth.
All right, everybody, I want to thank you guys for showing up this week once again. This has been really awesome that I've been able to keep playing music for you guys. And you guys have been super supportive, a lot of you, with the donations. So if you can do that this week, I'd appreciate it. And if you can't, don't worry about it. Please spread the word that I'm doing this every week. Tell your friends and all that. So I'm going to leave you with this song. It's called Fire and Brimstone. It's by Link Ray. And the song was, I recorded this song, and it's going to be released actually to everybody very soon this month. So look out for that. You'll be able to stream it or download it anywhere that you would music. So all the usual sites. And here's a version of with just me and this baritone guitar here. Here we go.
was standing still, and the moon was turning red. I saw a sign in the sky that I have come to set you free. There's a light shining bright, shining down, down on me. I saw fire, fire and brimstone were coming down on my head. I saw fire, fire and brimstone, and it coming down on my head. I looked around, my soul eyes, I heard a voice say, come to me. I felt the rumbling beneath my feet, and the whole world was shaking free. I saw fire, fire and brimstone coming down on my head. I saw fire, fire and brimstone coming down on my head. Around my soul eyes, I heard a voice say, come to me. I felt the rumbling beneath my feet, and the whole world was shaking free.